make use of my bathing area.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me,
They've
and
made
I'd
him
like
older
to
than
know
he
why.
was in...
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon
thingamabob.
understand why.
He has an awesome beard. Can I? Yes, I can. Yes, he's a true man. God, look at the detailing in the beard. He's not... I wouldn't say if that's a sign of honesty, but certainly a sign of... Yes, very strong build. I'd certainly take it as a sign of... what's that? Not something I can look at. Why am I looking at his crotch? Ah, there we go. Newspaper ink. Yeah, certainly a sign of confidence, shall we say, certainty. He's very sure of his position. Seeknifuge. Tell me about Lady
You are
Brackenstall.
acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her, from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You? And what do you know?
That
Everything.
evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes.
This is pretty much the end of
Besides,
it.
all of this is just guesswork.
No,
You would be
no, it
right
isn't.
if there was no evidence.
What then?
You tied her up.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the
I
night
mean,
of
hey,
the murder.
if you're into that kind of thing, that's
and
your
it was
business.
you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
The sailor's knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes.
No, but it is
Not
evidence.
the only sailor in London right
There's a
now.
difference between evidence
Your
and
theory is
proof.
flawed, anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
That doesn't prove anything.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Seems that they've expanded on this a little
Holmes,
bit, which is
what
good.
should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
They're loyal.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Yes, we do.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Yes. Yes. Crotter's statement, a cat and Crotter. What does this tell us? Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signalling his guilt. But he's not guilty. He is... he's not guilty as such. Do I want to go and investigate more? Or... Right, it's time I have to go for the deductions. Right, okay, let's see what else, other possibilities are there then. Conclusions I can draw. It's to accuse... Gods no. I already know what it was. Like I said, I've seen the episode. I know the result. Absolve Captain Crocker. Jack Crocker is a murderer and you will bring him in as accomplice. Lady Brackensall to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against violent and dipsomaniacal? No, yeah, nice word. Mystery solved, but you decide to keep a secret. There is no need to inform the police. It's not a murder. It's... he was defending... you know, that was fast. Now, in the original story,
Wiggins,
he advises
could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again,
the
please?
captain to go back
Right away.
to sea, pretty much, and then come back after a certain amount of time, after like grieving and something, so that they can be together. I wonder if they'll do the same thing. Yeah.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is
Tell me
over.
what's happening.
I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife, the knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London,
And because of how
And-
quickly you came.
because you love her.
It's true.
It is
See?
time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her,
It's a crime
for
of
I
passion.
believed that she was in a happy household.
Until...
When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away.
But...
I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing.
He's a kinky
I
sort,
admit I
isn't he?
killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already
doing
forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
Holy
But
Mary,
that
Mother of
makes
God.
her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Holmes, you are a real bastard
Holmes.
sometimes, you know.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police.
It won't.
I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Yes, yes it is. But it's not going to end quite the way you thought it would, my good man. Because you are a good man. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. There we go. Came a bit out of nowhere.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury.
Here we go.
Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year,
There
and
we
may
go.
her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night.
Yeah, I couldn't in good conscience condemn him. He was a lawbreaker, not a murderer.
Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought
No.
I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
What's with his
If they
eye?
exist, I'll catch them.
Oh, I'm sure
You'll
they
find
exist.
someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Very canny with your words there, Mr. Holmes. Yes, absolutely. And on we go to the final case, but let us check. Ah, good. It seems that not everybody was familiar with the case, though. Personality ranking just. I am a just man. I like the sound of that. The Kew Gardens drama. Deduction space icon indicates that some of your clues can form an important deduction and improve something. Please each time find a new clue. This will be the one with the Chinese chap. The reason I've been so looking forward to this one is because of the outfit he wears. The kimono. No, it's not kimono, is it? It's, what do they call them? I've forgotten now. Yeah, whatever. The traditional China. We are. Come on, please.
For
Oh
heaven's
no!
sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
Right, bees.
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them
Temperature.
from hibernating. I needed to
4
take a sample of honey.
syllables.
But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're
Not at
domestic
all.
bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers.
These are actually very friendly.
Anyway, Watson,
If you
I am
stroke
sorry,
them,
but I must leave
I
you.
can
I'm
verify.
in rather a hurry.
If you stroke them, they
You
will
have a new
actually
case?
vibrate their
Yes,
wings in a
but
sort of
nothing as
purring
thrilling
sound.
as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew.
Right, please.
I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent?
Right
Let us
way.
go.
You got to see him looking at the violin at least, and my picture didn't take. Oh, fine. No, Baker Street first. Let me change my outfit. Please, please. Still don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get it.
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours.
Oh, that was classic. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Dear Mr. Holmes, I finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day, I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time, I realized there to be one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live, even if we cannot be together in the end. None of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstall. Can I finally, please, please, I am begging of you. No! I know that you can wear that because I've seen it in the trailers and stuff. Farmer Bandit. So maybe these are all unlocked after you finish the game then. I'm going to wear the grey one. I quite like the grey one. And I think I will wear a hat. I have not worn a hat for a while. That's very... indeed, Mr. Brett. They've done a really good job of combining elements of all the... well, at least all of the Holmeses I'm familiar with in the appearance. The facial features. Very good job indeed. No, okay, fair enough. The only one I can wear is number 8, is it? Yes. That will do. That will do. Very well. Come, Watson, and bring your service revolver. Kew Gardens. Not to be mistaken with the Pew Gardens. Pew Gardens. Are there any deductions that can be made? No, of course not. There are things in the casebook that I can examine. Find the stolen plants. Silver fork. And there are, however... Oh, there are 6 cases. I thought there were only 5. Huh. Anyway, they did say 5 new cases, didn't they? Maybe there are 5 new cases and 1... Oh, come on, load already. Sometime this year, perhaps? Hello? Load? Please? I would be most appreciative if you would load the game now, please. Thank you. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Indeed. Oh, all in all, though, the load times have been pretty good. So I have a hunch that the final case is going to be a case of, no pun intended, what happened
well, Holmes, here we are
previously.
at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this
First
place
case
is beautiful.
coming back to.
But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Just because I have an enlightened self-interest here does not mean.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Let us find someone who could help us.
Right. What do you have to say for yourself, gentlemen? Gentlemen. Once the game loads, of course. Again. I think this may be the case that...
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this
I
time.
thought he was talking about the previous one, but now I'm beginning
Good
to
day
think
to you,
probably this
gentlemen.
one.
How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
Yes,
A small
exactly.
favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that
Hamish.
fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you
Hamish
tell us
Macbeth.
about the plants?
They were rare
Let's go
and
that.
exceptional
Read
plants.
some of the novels too.
We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
So it
No
happened
doors were
during
forced?
The
No, but I would imagine that for a thief
Yeah.
it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second,
more
since
to the
Albert has
side.
nothing else to do.
than behind.
Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally
Albert.
2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Well, no, not yet. We're about to meet Albert. We have not actually met him yet. Come on. Load the game. Load the game. Load.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Yes, there we go. From
Thank
the Far
you.
East. And the
Is
land
there
of the
something the
rising
matter?
sun.
Yes, there is.